Hello and welcome everyone again into another video. And in today's video I will go through some battles from my Go Battle Day. I had like some 53 win streak and playing Master League, and I need to go through something before we head into the battles. No, 1 second, just to make it better, let's do this. So now you can also see what the people were commenting on the live stream, because I stream these battles on my Twitch stream at twitch.tv/YasserElite. So make sure to join the Twitch stream. We do answer lots of questions by chat by people who actually play the battles all the time. So if you have any questions, make sure to stop by the Twitch channel. And in the meantime, I have something I need to go through with you guys. So today, like this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we have Go Battle Day. And something unique about this Go Battle Day, Niantic dropped the news, is like we have 4 times the dust from win rewards. So the first win and the last one, if you use a premium premium pass, you get around 45,000 dust. This is the only way in the game that you can get more than, I think, 2,500 dust. 2,500 dust is the maximum you can redeem from research. But if you use a premium pass during Go Battle Day, you can get up to 45,000, I think up to 50,000 with a star piece. That's not all of it. Also, there is Elite TM. Also, if you go 2-3 at least, you get a Rare XL candy. So this is all using a premium pass, and this is the first time we get such a thing in the reward. Why that's good? Because this is literally like, compare it now between using a premium pass in Go Battle League during Go Battle Day and using it in a raid. If you use it in a raid, you get 1,000 dust and you get a legendary that you will probably most likely will transfer. And if you use a premium pass in Go Battle Day, you have the chance to get up to 50,000 dust, Rare XL candy. So I was like, you know what, I don't usually tank. I tanked one before during Go Battle Day, so this is probably going to be my second one, because there is so many rewards. I played yesterday 100 battles. I was able to get 900,000 dust. I don't even get that by farming 6 hours during triple dust community days. But to be honest, it was the same time. I played 6 hours of Go Battle League as well. So maybe Niantic did the math and was like, okay, let's just give it the same reward. And during community day, you have the chance to buy Elite TM. So this is a way that Niantic is trying to encourage people to play the battles. So I think it was good. Yes, I paid $1. I paid a premium pass for every set, but the rewards were extremely worth it. I have like around 200 premium pass. Last time I've used them, well, I think was like during Go Fest last year. Okay, and in the meantime, let's go and watch these battles. I had some nice win streaks. I think I went on 53 win streak, and let's go and watch these battles. So the team I'm using, okay, let me mute myself. The team I'm using is the team I use every Master League Premier: Snorlax, Florges, and Dragonite. If you don't have a Florges, you can run Excadrill instead, but then you have to lead the Dragonite. So what's good about Florges? Florges is the only Pokemon that can win all the neutral matchups as long as you bait correctly, and sometimes you don't even need to bait. So I use a Snorlax to bait out the Dragonite, anything that has, usually like, it's not just Dragonite, it's more likely the Gyarados, because Gyarados can beat Snorlax if Gyarados is best buddied. And here opponent has Vaporeon. Maybe opponent just hates Excadrill too much, so they were like going all in against Excadrill, because Dragonite beat Excadrill in the 0, I think, and in the 1 as well. So yeah, so it was technically like a team that makes sense. Metagross, double answers, 2 answers to Excadrill. I didn't shield there because technically I know that I can outpace. I can get to 2 moves before they get to 2 moves. Metagross is extremely tough for this team to beat, but it's not the end of the world. If your Snorlax can chip it enough to put it in super powered range, that's good enough. So I insta swapped here because I know they are about to get to the move and I want to get some energy lead. And Metagross is probably the only answer to Florges in Master League. Now we just throw this Moonblast, and this should win us the game. Okay, moving to the next one. We have Florges into Mamoswine. This matchup is a bit scuffed because Mamoswine need to shield the Moonblast and Florges like for Mamo Swine to win, Florges need to land to bait to win this. So I tried to bait here. Even if they no shield, I can bait again, to be honest. Florges can actually tank an avalanche like a champ. This is... So for the people who don't have Florges, there was an event. Before people start spamming some stupid stuff in the comments. How do you get Florges? Florges doesn't even spawn. There was an event, and this Pokemon was spawning for a week. So if you didn't play that event, that's on you. That's not on me, okay? I'm using a Pokemon that literally spawned for an entire event, and it was everywhere. That's one. Two, I recommend following the channel, subscribe if you haven't, because I only I only go through the news if the news have something good for PvP. So as an example, if they dropped a Pokemon and the Pokemon is not good in PvP, I won't make a video. So everything I make a video about is good. Everything I don't make a video about doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. Okay, it doesn't go both ways. So yeah, if you don't have a Florges, I recommend using Excadrill. I'm not using Excadrill because I would rather be Florges sometimes. I mean, Excadrill can still be the dragons, but here I'm trying to snipe, like catch all these dragons, especially Garchomp and Haxorus, because I know like Haxorus community, they made lots of people use it, because lots of people now have access to Haxorus, so it makes sense to have two hard answers to Haxorus, because Haxorus can counter, so Dragonite is an extremely hard counter. Florges is an ultimate hard counter. So here I always shield first, and I keep throwing, like I keep using licks until I put it in superpower range. They do live this, but I can still lick down. So because I threw on bad timing, see, this is one of the matchups where you need to throw always on good timing to win. But at this point, I can just go Dragonite. Why? Because it doesn't matter what they have in the back. The Dragonite will see that, or at least see the Garchomp. So I call the bait there, because if they bait, I can just swap. An opponent has a Machamp in the back, so Florges can sweep this entire team, and Dragonite also can sweep that entire team. So yes, they had Metagross, but they didn't have anything to check the Dragonite and the Florges other than Metagross, and Metagross by itself wasn't enough. They throw a Sandtomb here, I guess. Okay, moving to the next one, we have a Gyarados. If it's Waterfall, it's not the greatest. If it's a Dragon Breath, you dominate this matchup. Opponent catch a move on Togekiss. So here's the thing. Togekiss isn't an answer to Florges, and Florges is not an answer to Togekiss. Because as a Florges, you need to land the Moonblast. As a Togekiss, you need to shield the Moonblast. So sometimes you just bait. I called the bait there, and then I kept farming here. And I think I should have thrown my move, because my energy is going nowhere. Oh, I see Impede here because, yeah, I think there was a frame drop. I didn't intentionally want to see Impede here. Look at this. Look at this. I tapped it, but it's still registered. I think I have it on 2x speed, so it won't be as obvious. So we threw here a move for no reason. There was no obvious too, but if you look at how bad the lag is, let me pause. Look at this. See how the game paused for a second? This stuff kept screwing me over, and I mean, my phone is like 3 years old, so I'm not blaming. I'm not putting like a full blame on Niantic. I think there is some of the blame is on my phone, because it's not the greatest phone. We're throwing. I'm assuming the same thing happened. Yeah, see how like it keep freezing. So for the people who complain about the lag, we do lag as well. But sometimes, you know, there is a skill. Like see how it's like it paused for an entire second. So we only lost 60 frames there. So sometimes I do say that adapting to lags and bugs is a skill. It shouldn't be a thing, but we played this game, right? We know like it's been like 3.5 years since like Go Battle League is live. I think 3 years and 7 months. And Niantic hasn't made that progress in fixing these bugs. So for your mental health, try to adapt. Try to adapt to these bugs. That's all I can say. Because they won't be fixed. Let's be honest, they won't be. Moving to the next game, we have Togekiss. So as I said, as a Florges, you need to land the debuff. Sorry, you need to land the Moonblast, or at least make them shield. As a Togekiss, you need to call it. An opponent called it. So this is not the end of the world, because I can still get to 2 Moonblasts. That's how bulky this Pokemon is. So look, good thing is we throw before we hit 100. So Florges into togekiss, you need to throw either after 1 or 4 or 7. We had like some freeze there for no reason. I don't know why the game froze. So see, we were able to catch, to grab both shields. And now if I can take down this togekiss, and they had Aura Sphere. I actually had no idea togekiss has an Aura Sphere, because I didn't play that community day. And my chat reminded me like after, it's like, oh, because this thing has Aura Sphere. So now I need to throw both of these and then swap. And hopefully they swap when I swap. Don't get to this, okay? By the way, they shouldn't be able to get to this. They literally get to it because of the let me show you the lag here. I am not paused, by the way. I didn't pause. This is like the game. Like, this is what happened with the game. I missed 2 Dragon Breaths, and because of that, they get to the move. So yeah, the game was extremely frustrating to play yesterday. But hey, we get 900, 800,000, 900,000 dust. We would get like 20 rare XL candy. That was something worth it, and that's a 5-0 set. Moving to the next one, we have a Gyarados in the lead. If it's a Dragon Breath, I was trying to feature all of the leads, so if people play this team can see how do I handle most of the leads. So here is Metagross in the back. How do you handle it? I mean, they caught a move. That's not the end of the world. Okay, this is fine. Why? They have a Dragon Breath Gyarados. Florges claps that thing. So I baited here for no reason, but I'm expecting that, like, I didn't want to... I mean, here they didn't lag, by the way. They literally stopped tapping so they can get more farm on their Gyarados here. But I don't care. I'm gonna grab a shield. But they miscounted. I was able to get more energy. Now look at this. I could if they did 1 bullet punch more, it would have been like an extremely calculated by them. But because they didn't do that, it didn't end up as good as they wanted it to be. Now I'm just gonna go straight Moon Blast because baiting here might be like a lose con. I mean, yeah. So we just go for the nuke. And if they no shield, now we start baiting. If they shield, we go straight nuke still. Hopefully they don't get the boost. They were able to get the boost. So this is like, might end up in their favor, but that's the best thing about Florges, that it has some decent bulk, except togekiss doesn't have that bulk. Now we farm it down with Dragonite. This is my Shondo Dragonite. I am proud of catching, and it's the best buddy Dragonite. And now all we need to do is to land the superpower. You might be saying that Gyarados is a flyer, but that doesn't mean we cannot superpower it. Okay, they are a togekiss user. Togekiss user need to be superpowered. Opponent here has a Machamp lead. They swapped into togekiss. I think this opponent had a level 40 team. Okay, we landed the debuff and we landed the Moon Blast. So now we can farm all the way down. Remember, you don't need to throw anything. Snorlax is good to soak up the energy. And it's good in case they have a Metagross in the back, or it's a good safe swap. It prevents the RPS. This league is known for being like one of the most RPS leagues. So this Pokemon helps a ton to prevent the RPS. We have a Body Slam back to back, another Body Slam, and now I don't need to stay in. But since they swapped in a Metagross, I can just superpower and then go to my Dragonite. There is a case to be made on letting my Snorlax go, but I don't need to do that because I can literally just go straight to Dragon Claw at this point. Let's see what they do. Yeah, I don't even need to shield this, to be honest, but we can just assert dominance, farm this thing down, and farm this thing down as well. If they have Stone Edge, it does KO. If they have Rock Slide, it doesn't KO. I played many Stone Edge Machamps. So again, Togekiss in the lead. So we saw Togekiss in the swap. We haven't seen Togekiss in the lead. So how do we do against this? Again, you need to land the Moon Blast. So you play it. If people around your elo shield, then you bait. If they no shield, then you nuke. Just as simple as that. So usually when I get a bait, when I get a shield, I just aggressively swap because I want to bait out something. And here they have the Aura Sphere. Even if they have it, see, you still don't shield. You still don't shield. A good thing to have is a Shadow Snorlax is actually extremely good to have instead of the non-Shadow, because with the non-Shadow you need to have it as a best buddy so you can beat the Gyarados. If you don't have a best buddy Snorlax, you lose to Gyarados. So I always recommend having a Shadow Snorlax instead. I already made my investment in the non-shadow, so I don't have enough XLs to make the shadow. My shadow is 15, 14, 10. I do say it, if you want to invest in a shadow Snorlax, I think the minimum, I think you need like 12, 12, 12 at least. Anything above that is better. You don't care about the mirror, because the mirror is like the one who throw first lose usually. Okay, they brought in the togekiss. Whenever you as a Dragonite is stuck against a Charmer, you always superpower. Did I say togekiss? That wasn't Metagross. Opponent swapped into this. For some reason, I went to Dragonite, and now I'm like thinking about it. Why didn't I just go Snorlax and flick it all the way down? I think I can shield farm down. Yeah, they're still able to get it. If I went to Snorlax, I would have been able to farm it all the way down. But since it's a Gyarados in the back, is it waterfall? I think if it's a waterfall, that's like a huge mistake. I still don't see the animation. I see like some splashes. That means it's waterfall, right? And because it's waterfall, I was able to get to another move. So now Dragonite is sweeping their entire team. And they have a Garchomp. They aggressively swapped. By the way, Garchomp with Mud Shot can beat Zacian, can beat Florges, but not with Sand Tomb. You need double Earth Power to do that. So Moon Blast with the Psycho Boost. The Psycho Cut, not Psycho Cuts, Fairy Wind, sorry. At sub, we have an Aqua Tail here. Yeah, we just go for the nuke and finish this game. And GG to my opponent. Now moving into the next one. I said I will be posting another single type cup video, and I actually recorded like 2 sets, but I can't find the record. We played against lots of people, but I was playing at work, and okay, I think yeah, this battle, like my opponent played crazy good. Like look at this, Florges into Excadrill. This is a bad lead. I swapped into Snorlax. So look how the opponent played. Opponent chipped, okay, and then swapped to Hydreigon. So I lived this, but them swapping to this means they know like that they can farm down after this. But that means that like the way they are playing means they know my team. They don't want this to be aligned against the Dragonite. Also, they don't want it to be aligned against the Florges. So now their Excadrill is loaded. So that's the first Flock Slide coming in. He's now gonna get my shields because Excadrill has lots of energy, and they have a Togekiss. So all they need to do is just double shielding Togekiss. They knew that. Once they get rid of my Snorlax, all they need to do is shielding Togekiss and saving it. This is very well played by the opponent. Nice read as well. I think the way they played it made it like extremely difficult for me to win the matchup. And this is the end of the win streak. See, they didn't even shield the Togekiss. They know they can just shield the Excadrill, and I am in double Rock Slide range. 1 for the shield and 1 to KO. And I need 2 moves to KO here, but they're already close to having 2 if they don't already have it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, now they have the 2. They have the second one, sorry. And that's the end of the win streak. 53 win streak, or 54. That's like extremely good, I would say. That's like my second highest after 65. So maybe, hopefully, in the near future, we try to break it. But yeah, this is how you play during Go Battle Day, okay? I don't know. I don't care what other people say, what other people tell you. Like, this is like, oh, don't tank, don't do anything. This is like playing Community Day, okay? This is the best way to maximize your resources, okay? Do you want to play the battles and get resources, or do you want to play for win? Nobody cares about winning and during Go Battle Day. Everyone care about getting resources. So yeah, lots of dust were collected, lots of rare XL candy. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. And again, I recommend subscribing, because if you don't want to miss out about news about a good PvP Pokemon, about good teams, I think this is the right place for you. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Peace.